Hello everyone, it's April here, and in this video I will be showing you how to restring your American Girl doll using the kit that's available in my Etsy shop. In addition to the kit, the supplies I use are a pair of needle nose pliers, scissors, a lighter, a crimping tool, a heating pad, and a rod for restuffing the doll. And I would like to note, if your doll has a zip tie on the neck and you didn't purchase the kit with the neck string or zip tie replacement, you will need a replacement zip tie or neck string. The zip tie length I use is just shy of 8 inches long. Once you have your supplies, start warming up your heating pad. I use the highest setting mine has. Now you will begin to remove the doll's head. If your doll has a neck string, simply untie the string and pull off the head. If your doll has a zip tie, you will need to remove the threads holding the gap closed. Then you can cut the zip tie. Then you can grab the zip tie end with a pair of needle nose pliers and remove it. Now you will start removing the stuffing from your doll body. Once all the stuffing is removed, set it aside for later. Inside the doll body, you can now see the elastic and cups that hold the limbs in place. Grab your scissors and carefully cut the elastic above the cup. Once you have cut the elastic for each limb, pull the limbs free from the body and place them in your warmed up heating pad. In the meantime, you can start prepping the cups to go into the limbs. Here is our kit with 4 elastic strands and 4 crimp sleeves. Grab an elastic strip and push it against the hole on the concave side of the cup. Since I singed the edges of the elastic before shipping, you might need to trim a little off the end to make this step easier. Once some of the threads are sticking through the hole, grab them with your needle nose pliers and pull the elastic through the hole. It will be a tight fit. Now you will move the cup down your elastic until you have enough room to make a knot against the rounded side of the cup. Once you tie the knot, seat the cup against it and re-singe the end using your lighter, careful not to burn yourself. You will repeat this step for all 4 cups. With the cups ready, check your limbs to see if they are soft enough. You should be able to easily collapse the hole at the end using your pointer finger and thumb. Once they are ready, tilt the limb to move the cup inside towards the hole. Once you see the cup, grab the edge of it with your needle nose pliers and gently pull the cup out of the limb. If the cup seems stuck and is starting to get damaged, release the cup and grab a little further over with your pliers, pulling a little and rotating the cup until the cup pops free. Discard the old elastic and place the cup to the side. Now grab a prepared cup with an elastic running through it. You can either pinch the cup on its side, pushing it into the limb, or if your fingers aren't strong enough, you can put the rounded end flat against the hole and push down against a solid surface, such as a table. Once the cup is in the hole, you can use your pliers to push it the rest of the way in. Sometimes the cup will get stuck because the elastic is binding up on the back side. If this happens, grab your needle nose pliers and gently push the elastic inside the hole, freeing it up. Once all the limbs are done, we can move on to attaching them to the body. I recommend laying your body out and starting with the legs. Make sure the top of the body is facing up and that the foot is facing out. It is possible to put the limbs in the wrong spots. This step will prevent that from happening. Now, run the elastic that is sticking out from the limb through the body. Push the cloth body down so that you have a clear view. Now take a cup concave side down and push it over the elastic. Once again, I use needle nose pliers to help pull the elastic through. Once the cup is seated against the body, grab one crimp sleeve and push it over the elastic until it's seated against the cup. Now I will set up my crimpers against the table and over the sleeve, but don't crimp it yet. Once your crimps are in position, pull against the elastic. Once it doesn't pull easily anymore, push down on the crimps, crimping the sleeve in place. This next step is optional, but I like to tie the elastic over the top of the sleeve before trimming off the excess and singeing the end, making sure that the flame isn't close to the cloth body. If you don't want the extra security, you can simply trim off the excess and singe the end without tying it off. Let me show you guys that one more time. Elastic goes through the hole into the body. Place the cup concave side down. Slide the crimp sleeve over the elastic. Place your crimps against the table, holding the sleeve in place while you pull the elastic. Push down on the sleeve, locking the elastic in place. Tie a knot against the sleeve. Trim off the excess and singe the end of your elastic. With all the limbs attached, it's time to restuff the body. Begin by adding a few handfuls of stuffing and pushing it to the bottom. Getting the bottom stuffing correct is very important, otherwise your doll may not stand correctly. The trouble areas are between the legs, around the leg cups, and making sure the backside is sufficiently stuffed. This is where a stick or rod, or in my case a wand, comes in handy. It really helps pack the stuffing in place. You will use the end of whichever item you choose to work around the leg cups until the fabric is no longer wrinkled. Making sure the stuffing is sufficiently packed in this area is very essential. Once that area is complete, you're going to move to the area between the legs. Once again, packing the stuffing until there are no wrinkles. Now for the back side. You want to keep packing the stuffing until the area no longer looks deflated, there are no wrinkles, and there is very little give in the area. Once these areas are sufficiently packed, you can keep adding stuffing, filling the rest of the body. When I get to the top, I like to move my arm elastics to the middle and stuff on either side of them to make sure that you can't see them poking against the fabric when you're done. And once you get to the very top of the body, use your fingers to pack stuffing on top of the arm cups. All the stuffing you removed will go back in. If you are replacing the zip tie with a neck string, you will now thread one through the neck channel using a small safety pin. Now for the safety pin, I use my needle nose pliers to pinch the safety pin closed so it can't come undone. This prevents it from coming undone while it's in the neck, which can be a real pain to remove. As for the string, I just loop the string through the safety pin. I do not pierce it. As for direction, I think it is easier to go counterclockwise when threading the string through. It doesn't seem to get as caught up at the shoulders, in my opinion. If it does happen to get stuck at the shoulders, work the safety pin back a little bit and pinch the channel to try to open up the space. Then move the safety pin forward again. When you reach the other side, use needle nose pliers to hold the hole open, otherwise the safety pin will get caught in the pocket of fabric there. Now you will push the head back on top with the face facing the back. If you have a neck string, you can now retie it and be done. If you are doing a zip tie, you can now push it through the channel. Once the zip tie is through, wrench it down tight and then cut off any excess. Move the head of the zip tie into the channel. If you didn't get the kit from my Etsy shop, you will need some tan thread. Thread your needle and tie off the end. Now ladder stitch the neck gap closed, tie it off, and cut off any excess thread. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your doll repair went smoothly. If it did, please like this video. And if you are interested in additional doll repair and customization videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have an adorable day.